The Amazon forest, which is the world's largest tropical forest, stretching from Brazil, Peru, and Colombia to Bolivia, French Guyana, and Venezuela, is so unbelievably massive and shrouded in mystery that there is bound to be a mythical creature too living there. To this day, new species are being discovered there. But what else has been discovered? Let's find out. Here are the 12 strangest things found in the Amazon. Number 12. A boiling river. Originally thought to be a myth, an actual boiling river exists in the Amazon that painfully kills everything and everyone that falls into it. Quite mysteriously too. The boiling river was discovered by geophysicist Andres Russo, who was a PhD student looking to see if there is any truth to a waterway told through folklore. He found it so far away from active volcanoes and magnetic systems that its presence is chilling. The locals call it Shani Timpishka, which means boiling with the heat of the sun. The river can reach temperatures as high as 93 degrees Celsius. Number 11. Walking trees. This tree was made for walking. If you watched Lord of the Rings, then you may be familiar with giant mystical trees. Here is the real-life version of them, and they're just as fantastical. Walking trees are a strange palm native to rainforests only in tropical Central and South America. They can grow to mighty, neck-craning heights up to 25 meters tall. They also boast a stem diameter of up to 16 centimeters. What's truly odd about them is that out of the 80,000-something plant species in the forests of the Amazon basin, the walking trees are the only ones that can, well, walk. You may notice that the trunk of the tree is set on a cone-like set of roots that are visible above the ground. These roots are basically stilts that keep the trunk raised. Some scientists report that walking trees can actually move. In the span of 2 years, they can move up to 20 meters. Number 10. A dead whale. A dead whale is the last thing you'd expect to see in the middle of the Amazon jungle. In February 2019, that was exactly what was found. A mighty distance away from the mouth of the Amazon River, a 10-ton whale that was around 11 meters long was discovered. Whales aren't that uncommon in that region, but they're nearly unheard of during this time of the year. This whale should have been on its way to Antarctica, thousands of miles away with other whales. Was it abnormally powerful tides that pushed it away from the shore of Araruna Beach, or was it humans? We'll likely never know. Number 9. Amazon rings older than the jungle. The Amazon forest was thought to be largely ignored until the Europeans arrived in 1492. However, Amazon rings tell another story. Deep in the forest, you can find these ring-shaped ditches that are clearly man-made. However, their exact purpose and how they were constructed remain a mystery. Were they used for defense? Or perhaps they had irrigation purposes? Or they were used for some sort of religious ceremony? All we know is that they're ancient, older than the jungle itself. Number 8. The world's biggest flower. In the Amazon rainforest, you can also find the world's biggest and strangest flower, the Rafflesia. This beauty can reach 3 feet across and weigh up to 15 pounds. The Rafflesia is actually parasitic. It doesn't have any leaves, roots, or stems, but what it does have is an infamous putrid smell so rotten that it's not unlike rotting meat, earning it the name corpse flower. A fully grown corpse flower doesn't live for long, only around 5 to 7 days before it dies. Number 7. An Amazon Sasquatch. Animals and strange plants aside, how about something that is so weird that it's supernatural? Meet the Marikoxi, a Sasquatch-like creature that reportedly roams the rainforest. It was first described by explorer Colonel Percy Fawcett a little while before he mysteriously went missing in the very same forest while looking for an ancient lost. Fawcett described his terrifying encounter with the Maricoxi like this: "An entire tribe of them, hairy, savage beasts, threatened him and his party, carrying bows and arrows. Despite their somewhat advanced weapons, they could only speak by grunting. When Fawcett's party fired shots, the Maricoxi ran. Ever since then, there have been several accounts of the hairy creatures, describing their height as anywhere from tiny to 12 feet tall." Number 6. Pink dolphins. Truly proving that the Amazon is its own fantastical world, they have pink dolphins. Officially called the Amazon River dolphin, you can find these rose beauties in the Amazon River basins in Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Venezuela, and Bolivia. They only live in fresh water. In fact, they're the largest freshwater dolphins, reaching up to 8 feet long and 450 pounds heavy. Although they're pink in color, with males tending to have more vivid coloring than females, they're your average dolphins with their iconic smile and excitement. As for why they're pink, scientists believe it's either scar tissue or it can be influenced by diet and exposure to the sun. Number 5. Amazon Tree-Grape. If you have a sudden craving for some sweet grapes while you're roaming the Amazon jungle, you don't need to look for an entire vine. You can find them literally growing on tree trunks. Grape trees can only be found in Brazil and the Brazilian part of the rainforest. They grow directly on trees. You're free to eat them as they are, or you can take them home to make delicious wine, juice, jelly, or jam. Number 4. Giant water lilies. If you didn't already love water lilies, you'll love the Amazonian version of them. Why? Because they're so massive and strong that they can hold up a human. They're called Victoria Amazonia. They can be over 3 meters in diameter, not to mention how breathtakingly beautiful they look. They can easily hold up the weight of a child and an adult. However, their leaves have some thorns, so be careful if you plan to climb in. Number 3. Goliath Spiders. In the Amazon, everything is either double in size or out of this world. Spiders are no exception. Found all around the swamps and marshes of the Amazon River, Goliath bird eaters bid their time underground during the day. When night falls, they come out looking for prey. Luckily, humans aren't on their preferred list of prey. That's a good thing, considering that Goliath bird eaters live up to their name. They are the heaviest tarantulas in the world, with their prickly bodies reaching over 5 inches in length and weighing up to 6 ounces. The only danger they pose is when touched, because they shed their prickly hairs when threatened, which can cause irritation for several days. Number 2. Weird reptiles. The word basilisk brings the Harry Potter monstrous creature to mind. In real life, basilisks don't resemble the mythical kind, but they're just as strange, if not more. Other than basilisks, they're also called Jesus lizards. Here's why. These fascinating creatures, when particularly motivated to run after prey or run from a predator, can use special webbing on their toes to literally run on water. If basilisks aren't strange enough, here's another chilling frog you can find in the Amazon: the golden poison dart frog. The vividly colored golden poison dart frog's history dates hundreds of years ago, when indigenous people of Colombia would use their poison to coat their darts. Why? It's only because they're one of the most toxic creatures to ever exist. One drop from one tiny, beautiful golden poison frog is powerful enough to kill 10 adult men. Packing a poison stronger than even cyanide, whether the poison dart frog is a vibrant yellow, green, red, blue, or black, their beauty is just a warning. And last but not least, there is, of course, the odd glass frog. The glass frog is a normal-looking frog, at least until you take a look at the underside of their bodies, which is translucent. you can literally see their internal organs. How about that for strange? Number 1. UFOs. Just because the Amazon forest is so vast and isolated doesn't mean it's not privy to its own UFO sighting stories. One story in particular stands out. In 2016, satellite images located deep within the Amazon canopy in the Brazilian state of Rondônia caught something very peculiar. It may or may not be a UFO, but it's certainly mysterious. Believe it or not, there are an alarming amount of UFO sightings in or near the Amazon rainforest, enough that some people report seeing shiny orbs on Google Maps. And these are all the strange things found in the Amazon that we have for you today. Which find freaked you out the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And before you go, if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to Weeklypedia and click that notification bell to be alerted whenever we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.